Hmm.
We see a denied pick from the Dire with the Lion denying from the Jimmy.
Yep.
Wait. What? Just okay, everyone. We're back to game two of TD5 Groups. Team Kenny versus Team New Zealand. We have the typical bans from last game on Hanju and Friends, the Silencer OD, which I think is very appropriate, and the Dire has now banned the two strength initiation kind of hero, which is in Bristol and Centaur. I'm with my other colleagues, co-casters, Tim,
Hello,
which is
hello.
on
Hey,
Crave,
hey,
and
Crave
J
here. Yep,
Min
that's me.
on J.
Hello,
Uh,
hello. So we see the Warlock Magnus combo. What do you think the Dire needs to combat this?
well, I feel like they let the Magnus through again. That's might be a bit of might be a mistake that comes to bite them in the end. Because we saw that Kenny is really good at that hero. So yeah, in terms of countering them, it's a pretty hard choice. I'm actually not sure how you deal with like Warlock and Magnus, because unless you can find them early on in the fights and like manage to kill them, they're gonna get their spells off. So maybe you want to think about a hero that kind of just goes in, kills off a Warlock, kills off a Magnus, something like that. Because if you let them get the jump on you, I feel like it's gonna spell disaster for you. So I'm gonna see what the heroes they pick are gonna do against that.
I must say,
Yeah,
I
what
really
about you
like
guys?
this two combo though. Like Warlock has good AOE and can initiate if Magnus gets initiated on, vice versa. If Warlocks get and if Warlock gets initiated on, Magnus can come in and do RP. So I think they protect each other very well, and it's a good combo.
Okay. They're banning out Jug. They don't want to deal with an Empower Core. Do you think we're gonna be able to see a Sven mid again, or do you think the NZ team are much more better at dealing with that now that they've seen it once?
Oh, we'll
I
just have
don't.
to see. Like right now, it depends on. It depends. They still have the last pick, so if they felt that last game was a bit unbearable, they should. But I'd be very support for these supports. Like all it takes is like a Sven that smoked, and then jump on these two support duo, and they're just gone. But with the Sven, I would have thought banned Sven after that last game, especially against the Magnus. Like you
I
can always run
think
Sven as a safe lane as well.
from what I've seen with the 100 and Friends, they normally don't go a melee core when they're not last pick.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling that Justin might want to play like a Wind Ranger or a Leshrac this game because they let both of those heroes through. So yeah, we might be seeing one of those heroes on Justin this time. So
But
interesting. I hope we get to see them.
at
Yeah.
the same time, I still think Sven is a good pick, right? Because your way of dealing with Sven is to protect your supports, or have a support that protects other people, like a Dazzle or Winter Wyvern or Shadow Demon, and they don't have anything to protect it. Like right now, the Sand King is not able to protect this to support if Sven just gets a BKB and blinks in. Or, I mean, just talking about the Winter Wyvern now, they pick Winter Wyvern.
True. They did just pick it into like a blind core matchup, so they seem to value the Winter Wyvern more than they like want to counterpick the enemy team. So because Winter Wyvern is one of these heroes that works really good against like certain heroes, like TA heroes that deal only physical damage. It's really good. However, we haven't seen any of those kind of heroes from the Dire yet. So I mean, they must really like the Winter Wyvern because they decided to pick it blindly into whatever cause they picked.
Yeah, and I remember in the past, in the I think the last series, they always first banned Silencer and TA, so they must have thoughts about that in some way or another in regards to this. And Jace, let's just let you know, I think you are the video person this game? Like you will have to solo control the video then, because I can see your cursor moving,
Radiant's pick.
or whoever's moving their mouse at the moment. Oh,
Right
Wraith King.
now?
No, Wraith King.
Is it
Yeah.
moving right now?
No, so it must be Tim then.
Oh, I'm moving my mouse. Is that me?
No, so someone else is actually in our.
It's probably Taka then, right?
So Tucker's the.
No, it could be me. Okay, I'm going to start moving my mouse now.
Okay, that's you. So you're
Okay.
our cameraman for this game. So your focus purely is going to be on camera. Anyway, we talked about the Sven, and again, Sven comes out. So
Interesting.
I'm just surprised that Dai didn't ban out the Sven. I would have, after that game, I would have respected ban the Sven. Like I thought it was, like I thought like that was a pretty well played Sven, and Sven is just going to annihilate Lion and Ancient Apparition if they're out of position. But
Well, I
they
mean-
choose to ban Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, it's a bit different this game because they lost pick Sven last game, so it was kind
Yeah.
of surprised. This game they have an opportunity to counter pick it, and it might not even be a Sven mid. You got to keep that in mind. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna switch it up, or maybe yeah, they're gonna pull a quick one on them and run it safe lane, and then pick something else mid for Justin. I feel like that's actually a pretty big opportunity, possibility. I mean, yeah.
And at the same time, they can always run Magnus mid as well and run Sven as a safe lane with Justin
True.
and run Jason as
10
off lane hero
seconds
as
to
well.
go.
It's also a possibility. I just think Sven last game just did
5 seconds.
really well for them not to ban it. But I think Wraith King's a good carry for that in the sense that even if Wraith King dies, he'll just come back to life. But Wraith King really needs, the Radiance and then plus another item to really survive this Sven when Sven gets big by that time. So it looks like they're banning out like heroes like Viper and DP that are good against it, kind of like slowing or just running with it heroes. And they're banning out the Puck, which I guess also is a bit unusual because I would have thought Puck would be quite good to hold Sven in place with if he has no BKB or get an Ags to hold Sven in place so he can't just run amok in team fights.
True.
So I'm a bit surprised by that ban and Win Ranger. They must be thinking that they really committed on Justin not playing this Sven this game, but they must have a counter pick, last pick to deal with the Sven in lane. Like that's the only way I can think of why they're not banning the Sven and just letting it through.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go.
I'm actually pretty interested to see what Radiant pick here because yeah, it's gonna tell us how they want to run their draft. So I hope we see something like Lishrak. I like watching Justin play an actual mid. All right, so it looks like it's gonna be mid Sven.
This is going to be the same thing last game, except you're swapping the Jaro with a Lifestealer in
Yep.
terms of the cores. I'm not as sure about this because Lifestealer doesn't have the utility that Jaro provides, and Lifestealer also needs a lot of farm to be
10
effective.
seconds to go.
And Gyro was in the pool as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this Lifestealer pick, to be honest. Like your Lifestealer is going to fight with Sven for last hits. Yeah,
It's a
like,
Razor, okay.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like a hero that counters it. But you know what? You know about this good thing about the Radiant draft is that if you have both Lifestealer and Sven, you can only link one hero, so your other hero will run around and do stuff.
That's true. However, Razor does counter both of these heroes hard, so
Yes.
that's I reckon that's the perfect pick here.
Yes, I agree. And it's this way, this Sven will not have a good lane mid. Actually, you can actually run Lifestealer offlane against Wraith King. That might actually be an okay idea as well. Like your Lifestealer might do well, and then you just run Magnus mid or something, and then run the Sven as a safe lane, which will do probably okay against the Sand King and Spore Hero. So I think that's a possibility. Lifestealer is not a bad offlaner hero against the Wraith King.
It is, and unfortunately, I think they're pretty limited in terms of their players.
Style.
NG is not an offlane player.
Yeah. But I mean, if he just farms in the off lane, then just pretend it's like a safe lane, but instead you farm, and that might. And and the Winter Wyvern with the Lifestealer will be a very strong lane against whether it's a Lion or AA. Like one of those two will get run down without a doubt. Against those two. So I actually think maybe this is ultra next level and Lifestealer is off lane and Magnus is mid. And Magnus, if he gets linked, he just, skills out and then he comes back into lane. So I think it's not a bad idea. And Empower will give him enough right click damage. I think that would be the most next level play. And I think that's the best way to lane this, in my opinion, against that.
All right, well, we're gonna have to see if the Radiant can pick up on that as well, because I reckon that's a pretty good idea as well, honestly. So pretty interesting.
Okay, Jay, we're depending on your because again, for some reason, you just insist on being broadcaster, so the cameraman, so we'll be only following you. So I guess, looking at what Jay's looking at, we have Justin on the Sven, we have Stuart going mid, obviously as a mid warlock, definitely not. We have the Ice Dragon Winter Wyvern on Puppy, or Puppy on that, Puppy Cat on that. Kenny, obviously on the Magnus, very well played last time. And looking at Dire, they're drawing a line through mid. So we have Hold 420, the highest skilled, the best silence in the world on Razor. We have Ragnar Undying on Sand King. Tax Collector on Wraith King. He played a really good Wraith King
hold on.
last year.
Lifestealer might get jumped here, but the heroes, oh my god, they led with the Razor. They didn't lead with the Sand King. Big mistake.
Yeah, so I like the fact that there's 3 cores with stuns this game. Oh, they're doing another smoke. Well, this is very
Whoa.
very.
Double smoke, man, that's crazy.
Why do you think the Raid King has no items?
This is the next level. Can we have a look? You have to press the hero. I can't see.
I have.
Oh, so this is. So I can't actually see what items people have. So this is why I don't know why you wanted to do the big cameraman. I can't see anything now.
You might need to restart. I think I had that problem before. If you just
Yeah.
restart your Dota, yeah.
But then I can't join this, and I'll be in 10-second delay.
Okay.
No, as in
Anyway,
like you restart, you'll be able to reconnect, but
I can't reconnect into the broadcasting thing then. So
Really?
I'll always have a delay.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
I'm pretty sure I didn't click on. Maybe I did.
Oh my god, Jay.
yeah. 'Cause I had
Anyway.
this problem the first time. Anyways,
Anyway,
So can Tim see the items?
I can see the items. Yes.
or if you
I
want
have-
to know
I
what I'm
have
talking
free
about,
cash.
you can see the stream. And
Right.
I'm
Okay.
not receiving or sending enough items.
Alright, let's see what the stream looks like.
It's a bit lag.
Alright, yeah. It seems like your stream is stuck
Yeah.
from what I am seeing. So,
Okay.
yeah, you might need to do something about that for the viewers at home.
Yeah.
In the meantime, top lane is actually a really close fight already between Jimmy and Upper. Kenny's gonna come to show up and maybe get a kill, but he's only got Empower, so Upper's gonna be able to just salve up.
So Tim, can you move the camera to wherever you want?
Yes, I have free cam.
So I don't think it's actually to do with my camera then,
Yeah,
because you're in the
Jay,
same.
I'm actually following your camera. I can see what you're looking at. You're looking at Wraith King top, and now you're looking at
But
bot.
as in, but Tim is in the same broadcaster channel,
Yes, but I can't. I
but
can't
he can
my-
move the camera individually.
I have no idea exactly why, but
So-
I literally
so-
can't move.
But that's probably not because broadcasting there, right?
I have no idea, but okay, my stream is now working well, but I literally cannot move the camera. So I'm just gonna follow whoever this is following this. So Justin's in the mid lane, trying to laning. I can't even see the stats because actually I know I can. So some sorry for the stream, some technical glitches obviously. So we have Link on Justin. Yeah, good. Thank you for moving the screen. Yeah. And then so drain a bit. I can't tell how much you drained, but
It's 32 damage. So yeah, Justin's actually not having a very good time. He's got 8 CS against the Razor's 10. So this early couple levels, he's clearly doing all right. Opting for the same skill build. He went for Boots Windlace early, and I love this because against Razor you have to break that link. So just wants to run away.
He learned that the first time he played against Razor, he was wondering why he couldn't outrun him. With 2 braces, I believe.
Yeah, you gotta go for this move speed kind of items.
okay, top lane, Tax Collector, right clicking on Kenny. Puppy Cat using slow on the both heroes, giving him some good harass. Now there's a lot of farm for Kenny in this lane. And he's still denying the creeps to drag it back. Ooh, two
That's
nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
This is a high skill player. Now looking at bot lane, Stuart just healed himself. Jason is in lane against the Sand King and an AA. AA just blocked the small cam, which is excellent. So they can't pull. Now Jason's just right clicking. There's a creep there. Just hit the creep. Hit the creep. Nice. Nice. I'd say it's much easier to cast without actually having to move your camera.
And yeah, Upper
Oh,
might get...
upper might but dive. Oh, that's not.
He didn't skill shockwave quick enough. If he skilled it a bit
Oh no, but
earlier,
he's still getting it. He's 2 more hits. He's dead.
Wow,
First
he's just
blood
dead,
go
yeah.
on Winter Wyvern.
that's true.
Never missed a kill in my life.
Thank you, Jay.
Alright. And yeah, it seems like since mid lane is going exactly how we predicted, is 20 last hits and 10 denies on the Razor versus the 10 CS of Sven. So having a terrible time. He's gonna go hit some neutral camps. I think he's basically out of the lane at this point. I mean, once he comes back, he's just gonna get linked and then he can't do anything.
I agree. He needs to just hit some jungle camps right now.
Yep. So
Walking
this
back and forth.
is clearly going to be a very different game for Justin than his last game. Not going to have a very nice time, it looks like.
The Radiant's courier didn't make it.
Oh, interesting. Not getting a bottle on Razor. opting to just go for this bully build as well. What do you think about that? You think it's better to get a bottle and then start harassing down this Sven, or are you fine with just this double Wraith Band?
I'm not sure why you would go double Wraith Band, because you would drain the... Like, you get Wraith Band for stats and attack, right? And armor. Like, your Sven's not going to right-click the Razor down. So your Razor's going to be chaining, and then you have, like, the 30 damage differential. So your Wraith Band becomes then just armor and attack speed, which I don't think it's that needed. You have such a big difference. Oh, looking at top, Wraith King getting his harass down. Oh, nice harass. Wraith King may actually die. Does he have wait?
Oh, great stun from Lion.
Ooh,
Gonna buy enough time. So, what do you think the Sven has to do? Like, we know that he's gonna have a bad lane. Do you reckon that he's gonna stack his own camps and like maybe come back in that sense, or get Stu to do that for him?
I think so. I think he needs to get a Mask of Madness and start rotating into the jungle and start asking his supports to start stacking.
Yeah. Oh, he screwed up the ward. What did he do? Alright, looking at mid lane, there's a missed ward. He put it in the wrong spot or something.
Wait, what?
Yes.
It's giving vision.
Giving to his own tower. Justin with the next level ward. Maybe he just really didn't want to get it dewarded, perhaps. And he has big brain thinking.
Probably like intended to tango it or something, and then accidentally put the ward there instead.
He can use his curling blade to open that space up to give more vision.
Yeah, that's even bigger brain play.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like So it looks like for the Dire team, bot lanes and mid lane are quite one, it feels like. Well, actually, that's not true at all. NG is getting some farm. Although this Sand King is also getting a lot of farm as well. He's actually second, third, fourth on the network, so...
Oh, stun. Ancient Apparition slow. Yeah, good rage time.
Rage, yep.
Prevent the stun.
Forced out from the Dire team.
Justin
But yeah,
jungle. Very nice. With the Arcane Rune to use his ult to farm the jungle. I would like to see him farm all the triangle and then go back to lane, push out the lane, and then go back to the lane again. Oh, Shockwave, skew it back. It might be a kill on Tax Collector. One more hit. Empowered himself to do that hit, but got a kill. Very nice play.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, it looks like for the Radiant top lane's going well, and for the Dire bot lane's also doing alright.
Jason? Oh, that's a very small Aura Strike. Jason's chasing down, but went in the wrong direction. He's probably going to get stunned, yeah.
Well, he's going to TP out on the Sand King, so he's going to be fine. Although he doesn't have a TP, so he's going to have to walk back to the lane. Kind of hurts his laning a bit.
Well, Lifestealer going the Maelstrom build first. I quite like that. It's good. It's good for farming. It's good for damage because it's pure, magic damage, and magic damage is quite useful against high armor heroes like Razor. And even if you get chained, just remember, even if you get chained, you will still do damage from your Maelstrom. So it just makes him, even if he does get chained for the whole fight, he's not completely useless. And the bounces are still quite a lot of damage. Going on top, Uppars getting slown. He's has a stun ready, but let's see what he does. Oh, yeah, no, he's used it. Oh, nice RP, getting two heroes. This Wraith King might die as well. Are they getting any rotation? No, it doesn't look like it. It's just he's chasing. Oh, now this is rotation by the Razor. But now this mid lane's free.
Oh,
and
that's
he's just
a good
going to
TP.
TP. That's a very, very good TP and forces the Razor to rotate.
That's going to hurt Razor's game. Now he has to run all the way back mid, and Sven is going to be able to have a bit of time to get some creeps as well, so... Great play from Kenny, actually. Showing again that his Magnus is, I think it's ban-worthy, honestly. I think it's both ban-worthy. Because every time you don't ban it, I think they're just going to pick it, right? So,
And you know what we talked about before? You look at Razor putting down the sentry mid, if Jay goes back and look at it, and you can see it's not in range of this ward. I told you, this ward is a genius ward. It's not deniable.
That's some big brain warding right there.
Can you click on the ward, Jay? It's a sentry to see the range.
I am.
Okay. I can't see if it's within range or not, but
It's not. It's just out of range.
Big brains warding.
Looks like they want to go for a kill on this Sven. They're like, this Sven's had too much space. Lion has decided to rotate. Oh, but...
Oh, Justin's got Link. Appa's coming. Are they TPing? Warlock's TPing. Is he level 6? I can't really tell. But now they're going top against Wraith King. Wraith King doesn't have ult. So, and Sand King's coming down to help him. Oh, a shackle? What it's called? Skewer? Oh, okay. Ult's a bit wasted. Puppy Cat might be chased down, but got stunned. Oh, Tactical is going to get hit. Oh, so
Very
close.
low, yeah.
And Appa's coming now.
Oh yeah, and the Razor and the Lion from the mid gank are actually gonna come. Misses a stun, but I don't think that's gonna matter.
What a space created. 5 heroes
Yeah.
going top and only got a Winter Wyvern. I think that is very, very valued.
Yeah. Sven and Nex very happy with this turn of events. They're gonna be able to farm. Regen bot, so big rune. Razor's gonna pick it up. Looks like. Looking at the stacking situation, it seems like Radiant do not have any stacks. Neither does the Dire, so yeah. There's not
Appa
gonna be
getting
that.
hit. Shockwave. Stun. Is he going to skewer back? Yes. Appa's running towards the tower for some reason. Okay.
Appa's dead, yeah.
So mid is getting pushed. Razor's coming in, has the ult. I don't know if he used his ult on before, but he, I think, has his ult on. Sven's going to come in and run down to the jungle. Doesn't want to protect it. But it looks like it's going to be a very slow tower tank anyway with Razor.
I think that's a mistake. He needs
Yeah.
to throw a stun out before moving into the jungle.
Agreed.
I think that, yeah, you have to defend this mid tower. It's very valuable, even if you don't think you're gonna get, like, any farm. It's worth defending, like, for sure.
Razor's coming in.
Yeah. And he just lost all the health on his tower for, like, basically nothing. I feel like, yeah, a good point from Jay. I feel like that's a mistake. You gotta defend that mid tower.
Yeah, even if it's Warlock just grabbing the creep back and then just Sven dragging the creep back and just hitting it a few times, and then the tower will just hit the catapult button.
Oh,
But they might be baiting. Got 2 double stun, and look at this triple stun that's going to come out. Oh, Shockwave.
Blink dagger 1 second.
Yes, nice.
he's
Back,
dead.
Razor. Oh, well, that's a
Up
lot
here.
of commitment for a Razor that probably died, but that's a lot of commitment. 2 big ults. Now they're going on top. Wow, Puppy Cat really narrowly just got killed. He might have, if he had a few more HP, he would have lived through that. Just
They expended the finger and the epicenter, so he got 2 odds. So about the same kind of usage for both teams.
I think definitely Radiant got the die got
Yeah.
the value out of that because Radiant used big ults. The die used, Finger of Death. It's good.
Finger of Death. Well, I mean, level 1 Finger of Death does have a super long cooldown. It's 2.5
Yes,
minutes.
that's
It's like
true.
pretty long. That's like a black hole actually. But yeah, I mean, in terms of effect, it's like not as impactful to a team fight. It's a good spell, but yeah, level 1.
I think the
Definitely
difference
not.
between this game and last game is... Oh, hey, look at the skewer. Magnus on the... Oh, okay. Did he shockwave?
Taking a
Oh,
lot
he
of damage.
might die. Just one more hit or something. Just hitting the Wraith King.
Gets
I mean,
got
Sand
off.
King.
That's pretty big. Misses Justin and Fox, so they can still fight this. The Link only took 20 damage, so I think
Skewer?
Sven is still good to
Shockwave?
go.
Oh, nice hit. He might be dead. Oh no, that's...
Sven
Puppy Cat here is...
Sven
still
did not
here.
have ult. Man, Tax Collector has even shown up with 0 farm, so it's go time for the Dire, they feel. But yeah, they're not going to be able to get anything out of
You know,
this.
what I'm worried about what I'm worried about die this game is this Nax. This Nax is literally just out of control jungling. 122 CS, 10 denies, probably on top of the network chart if I had a look. Yes, he is on top of the network chart. Probably has a Maelstrom, probably has a, I know, boots. Yes, some top boots. And going as Sanjin Yasha. What do you think of the Sanjin Yasha, Jay and Tim? What are your thoughts? Because you guys seem to get it.
Alright, so I'm a big fan of the item. I feel like the 2 items that build into it are very easy to get. I feel like what it gives you for the cost is really good. Getting status for this and also getting a Yasha
Just
very
hold
good.
that forward upper. Razor's going on to this Hex hero, which I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's Stuart. And now
Yeah, he's just easy pick off on the Warlock. Doesn't have his ult, so didn't really have much counterplay there, but he goes down. Yeah, as I was saying with SNY, I'm a big fan. It's really cheap for what it gives you. You get 2 really good items, 2 items that give you really good things. You get move speed, attack speed, you get status resist, And for lifesteal in particular, you get the lifesteal amp as well. That's really big.
Which is 22% or something.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts for what it gives you.
I
So,
quite like the status resistance and the movement speed, especially on the Nyx.
but yeah, actually, there's a lot of heroes down here. 3 heroes on the next. So if Nyx is not careful, he might get hexed and just die, right? So he's gonna be able to duck into the trees. Maybe you might see him TP top or mid or something.
Justice at top, he's got Frosted, Sand King and Red King attacking him, the 2 kings. The two
Double
kings.
TP.
Justin, right click, probably might be able to get a reincarnation out, but he got fingered.
Yep, finger goes down, he's dead. Radiant team are going to be able to back off, not losing anything else. Justin a bit greedy there. I think he really wanted that tower, but
I think that's how he
stays a
died
bit
in the
too
first
on
game
pace with it.
as well, twice, where he tried to get a tower and the TP rotated. I think that's... Oh, look, Skewer in.
They wanna fight, they wanna
Oh,
fight.
that's a timely ult by Stuart. Stun. Magnus is zapped. And there's no life stealer, so now I think this team fight lost to Radiant. They should just cut their losses and back because Nax does not look like he wants to come into this fight. Oh, but this is a good ult. Oh yeah, that's a nice ult.
Fox still alive, he's going to get an RP.
Oh, that's an RP, but where's the help? Where is the help? This is where Nax should just come in and help. 2 hits and he would have got 2 kills. I think that's one of the things about Jason. I think sometimes he overcommits. They're smart trying to get the right click on the Fatal Bonds hero, but he got to use it, I suppose. So I think that's one of the issues with Jason's play at times. Sometimes he is very insistent on hitting a timing before he helps. And when Mag did that RP there, he should have came in and straight up helped him because he would have got the 2 kills. And I think that was a shame because he didn't come in.
I think he might be in a mindset like, I'm playing next, I'm just going to farm up, not help. I mean, in last game he was playing Gyro, he came to a couple of these fights, but on that hero it's like something you kind of want to do. I guess, yeah, on Nyx he must be like, I'm just the farmer, so I'm not going to come to these fights.
But another consideration to take is last time they actually took the fight to him. Pitlord was coming in with the pits and stuff, and it's not definitively like, I think people came to him to kill the Pitlord, and it's not that Jason went with the Gyro came out to help with the fights. So I think Jason is someone who's quite focused. It looks like he's quite focused on getting his items up before he comes to these fights, which is good as a carry if you have. But I think there's one or 2 team fights that he just has to be in at, and I think that was one of them. The lead is 5k. I think it might have been to like 7k if he was there.
True. That's a good point. Looking at the items right now, Sven is going for another BKB. Against these heroes, I think it's a good game for a BKB. I think it's actually something that's essential, but yeah. Also, Magnus, what's he going for? He's got a 4-star, so he knows that he wants to be able to kite the Razor. Good item this game, 4-star. Wyvern also building to a 4-star, so hold that thought, mid lane might get going on. Does not have Reincarnate on the Wraith King, so, but he's gonna be just fine. Alright, so bot tower going down for the Radiant. A free tower, they're not going to contest it. NG in the meantime farming out the top lane. If he's not careful, Epicenter get a chance, he's going to get stunned. Oh, he's just dead with the Ice Blast Figure combo. Oh, wait a minute. The spells don't land, they don't get the Ice Blast on him. He's going to be able to walk away. Oh man, that's a really big miss from the Dire. If they could have got that kill. Yeah. Big fight in the mid Dire jungle. Upper going down to Kenny, right clicks. Justin pops his ult. He's going to chase the AA. AA running for his life right now under the tower, so he's going to be just fine though. Man, empower Sven again, man. This Sven is just turning into another beast. He's got his BKB flying out. Yeah. So once he gets that, he's going to have a nice timing. Kenny in the trees hunting for the AA. Going to be able to dodge a Sand King stun, but he's going to be fine. So all in all, just a lion kill for the Radiant.
Yeah, that was... Next against lifesteal gets gone again. And this time he doesn't have his ulti. He's going to try TP out. But he has AA ulti on him. He might take out.
This is going to be really close, he's dead. Okay. So, big kill going the way of the AA. I think they really needed that, because that lifesteal was, yeah, he was just running away with the game, and that kill is going to slow him down quite substantially. Half a minute, still dead, so Yep. So what do
So-
you think?
So I think Radiant is quite happy to farm until they get this maybe double RP and items on this Sven. What do you think the Dire team needs?
I mean, it's pretty hard to say right now. On one hand, you have like this Razor who's quite strong. He did pretty well in lane. Has himself a Yules. It's going for an SNY. However, your Wraith King is like one of these heroes that really needs like farm to be to have an impact, right? And he has not had the lane he wanted. He's actually bottom of the net worth of the 6 cores. Only at 6k, following the Magnus is 8k, right? So he's very far behind, and when you're this far behind, it's like, as a Wraith King, it's just really sad turning up to these fights, because you don't really have the damage to kill anyone. I mean, you have Reincarn, but yeah, it's not fun playing this kind of Wraith King game. In fact, he's actually running in right now onto the Radiant jungle, so it seems like his idea is that he wants to show up to fights and maybe get some kills, get farmed that way. So he recognizes that this is not going to be the kind of game where he can just farm, because he's already way too far behind. So yeah, it's a hard call, really.
And he has SMY queued up as well, or maybe with that Gloves of Haste he's going to get an armlet, a very late armlet.
I think at this point it's just going to be a casual armlet, yeah. I think he might want to consider a blink, because, I mean, it's really... I'm not sure, actually. It's just a hard call. I think, yeah, this Wraith King is just not having a great time, so no matter what you buy, it's just, you're going to feel bad about it.
He
Yeah.
needs to be that late game carry for the Dire side, but at the same time he needs utility items to be useful in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's just a hard call. I mean, if you take your time to farm these kind of, like, you know, get a Radiance, get an AC, get a Blink, you know, your towers are all gonna fall down, and once they go down, it's just like, yeah, it's just the game becomes really hard because you can't really get out of your base. So, I don't know. It seems like no matter what you do, yeah.
Towers have gone down even though he isn't going for those items.
True.
So given that, maybe he should have...
Maybe double down, go for a Blink, you reckon?
I think he needs to, but it's whether he has the decision making to go to the back and pick up the
Smoke
Warlock.
gets popped by this AA who was just sitting in a shadow.
What a play.
Yeah, I know. What a nice play. So, yeah, Wraith are gonna be able to farm bot. Radiant team are just kind of... They're just farming. I mean, they're having a good time.
But your Wraith King needs to be doing what the Razor is doing right now.
Yes, I think that you want the Razor... Well, I mean, yeah. You probably want the Razor in the fights, but... Oh, stun onto Warlock. This is a good kill if they can pick it up. AA Blast is going to get dropped as well, so it looks like... Great kill. That's going to buy them a bit of time to, like, you know, get these kind of items, because as the Radiant, unless you get a really good RP, there's no way you're taking a fight without your Warlock ult. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty good time for the Wraith King and the Razor to kind of get a bit of farm.
Speaking of SMY, what do you think about Wraith King going SMY?
Oh, I do really like the item, and I feel like on Wraith King it's not that bad, but I'm not sure. I think at this point it's a bit late. You kind of want to get a Blink Dagger, I reckon. Maybe even like, I don't know, yeah, maybe like an AC against this team would be nice. I guess he thinks he really wants the status resist, and also just a Sange on your hero is really good because you get the lifesteal amp as well, so...
I agree, but I think it was from one of the commentators before, SMY, I think it's an item that makes you do what you already do a little bit better. And right now, Wraith King, not sure what he's doing in these team fights that SMY will make a difference.
Yeah, that's true. When you're behind, the play is usually like you gotta get an item that really, like a really impactful item, right? And as you said, SNY is just an item that lets you do stuff. Oh, bot lane actually, Justin might die here. Justin's dead. Wow, it's kind of... I guess that must have been the Razor. The Razor Yules into Static Link must have drained all his damage. And then, yeah, so he had 200 bonus damage there, so that must have been what happened. But yeah, as I was saying, you really need to get an impactful item, and Sanjimai probably is not the item that you'd go for if you want to make a big impact in the fight.
Bottom, skewer in under the tower, Sand King. He stuns himself out. Now Kenny's
So Kenny, 1v4, reckons he can get the solo kill onto the Sand King. So
looks
yeah.
like he didn't see the other heroes hiding in the trees. He didn't know.
I mean, even then, this Sand King is quite tanky. He went for an Aghanim Scepter, so he's got a lot of health. And by yourself, I mean, unless you have like a Saber and a Daedalus, that's a really hard kill to get, so.
I love this build. Blink, Aghanim's. It provides so much range. He can choose whoever he wants to go on.
True. And I think that Sand King's a great pick as well because in these team fights you really want to be the one getting the initiate. You can't let the enemy team get the initiate on you. Oh, it's stun onto him.
Just like this.
Oh, and that's a dead Sand King. So going a bit out of position.
I think he had his Boros strike up. Very unfortunate.
It's a bit unfortunate. Razor came, but I mean AA gonna go down as well, so a bit unfortunate. Nothing, they couldn't really go for a fight there.
Wraith King has... Oh, he decided to go with Heaven's Harvard. I prefer this.
I like that armor as well. I was about to say, yeah.
It's a really good game sense.
Yep. Against the Sven and the Nex.
Oh, first time we see this combo. Sven into Nex.
Oh, Razor actually. Getting going on. Gonna be able to run away. He's very fast with that Quicksilver and SNY, but a big RP actually only gets the Razor, and the Razor is actually just gonna turn. Gets to link onto the Magnus, so the Sven and the Nex are gonna be beasts in this fight. And they recognize that. BKB on Sven kills the Sand King. Chop chop, he's dead. Yeah, so free kill on a very, very big hero. I think Sand King is the one that needs to make these fights go right for the Dire, but if he's getting picked off like this, it's really hard for him to do that, so yeah. Not looking good for the Dire right now. Radiant must be thinking, okay, but we're ahead, what do we do next? I think the answer is to go Roche, right? I mean, yep, they're pinging it out, they want to go Roche, they don't have Sven ult actually, Sven ult just ran out, but I think with the Negs and the Sven passive damage, it's still going to be enough to be a relatively quick Roche. And without the Sand King, it's just so hard to contest, right? I mean, you can throw an AA at whilst in, but without the Sand King, it's like, where's your damage coming from, right? So, this looks like...
they have no interest in contesting.
AA Blast gets thrown. They're running out of the pit, so they're a tiny bit scared. They don't know where the Dire heroes are right now, it seems.
Oh, with the Sand King up, they're making a move.
They actually just run out of the pit, so they're giving the Dire a lot of time.
Oh, that's way too much hesitation.
Yep.
From the Radiant team, they have to back off now.
Oh,
No RP.
Now. Oh, Wraith King's actually just gonna go in and hit it.
No RP, no Sven ult.
Oh man,
Gonna be a free rush
what a
for the
turn of
Dire.
events. Yeah, they're actually just giving it away to the other team now. Wow. Razor in there as well, man. Oh, Sven going on to upper. I think if you're Dire, you just get the Roche. Just get the Roche, man. You gotta get the Roche. They're running it so close. He has no blink. He can't get out of this. So it's gonna be a force fight. Sven gets going on. Big link. He's gonna lose all his health. Is he gonna be able to walk it off? Oh, big Wyvern onto 3 heroes. Is there gonna be an RP follow-up? 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah, so Justin's gonna be able to life steal back a tiny bit of health. Alright, so a stun from the Sand King. This is exactly what we talked about. He has to go in first. Skewer onto Magnus, RP onto just the Wraith King.
One.
He
Still has the Aegis.
Sand King's actually gonna go down in the backline, so oh,
Oh,
there's a big
stun from the Sven misses on the Razor.
oh, Sven is just manning up now. He does not have any damage to hold on him. Razor is actually all the way back at home. This Wraith King is just dead Wraith King. Oh man. Okay, so it seems like even with the Aegis, the Radiant just have a net worth advantage large enough that they can just kind of ruffle stomp that fight. So yeah, now they're gonna go straight down mid, it seems. They have Warlock ult as well now, so the team fight.
No RP.
Yeah, no RP, but they do have Warlock ult, so their team fight is not the worst. They did use the Wyvern ult as well, 20 seconds on that, so.
No RP, no Sven's ult. They have to be careful.
Yep, true. Alright, gonna see if Sand King can get another stun. I mean, that fight looked really good. The Sand King got a nice stun onto 2 heroes. But, yeah, the Razor and the Wraith King were not there to deal the damage, so unfortunate they couldn't pick off the Warlock or they couldn't pick off the Magnus, but yeah. And Sven TPing top, so they don't want to go for the tower yet, just yet. They want to kind of bide their time, maybe get another item on the cores, you know, finish off that refresher, finish off that Daedalus, very close to being finished. Another 500 gold for Daedalus and another, and the refresher is actually done, so they could go if they really wanted.
And do you think Butterfly is the item to go on the Razor?
I think in this game he recognizes that he has to deal either one dealing damage, be a bit of a carry because the Wraith King is not really in the position to do so. So I'm a fan of this. I think that against Sven in particular, Butterfly is really good because he does not want to build an MKB. In the meantime, actually, Warlock was getting gone on under their shrine, so no Warlock again for 30 seconds. So
He tried to TP out but got used again by the Razor.
yep. Sven on the run has no TP actually, so if they recognize that, they could be able to chase him, but no, he's going to be able to get away. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I'm kind of digging it actually. I really like carry Razor. I feel like he's one of these heroes that it can be good as a carry, like, you know, although at first you kind of want to build him as like an anti-carry, you know, get a Yules and stuff. He does, when he has farm, he actually is a really good carry, so the problem is that it's really hard to farm as a Razor, so yeah.
What about a Scotty instead?
Scotty is a good item this game. It is really good. However, compared to a Butterfly, I think if you want to go for just like a pure carry build, Butterfly is the item to go because yeah, getting the evasion and the damage and the attack speed is just money against people who don't have, or heroes that don't have an MKB yet. So Sven went for a Daedalus. He's not going to have one. If anyone, is going to be a next, but he just bought out an AC. So it's going to be a while before they get the items to deal with this Butterfly. So I'm kind of digging it actually. I think it's really good. It's going to be really hard to kill him even with the Sven ult. Because yeah, he's really fast, has a lot of armor, has a lot of evasion as well. With the Elven Tunic, that's around, I don't know how the math works out, but I think that's probably around like 40% evasion. So it's pretty strong on the Razor right now. I think
46%. Wow. 46%.
46. Does it just add together? So it's just like plus plus? I'm actually not sure how it works.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, okay, right. So he
In
lost
the
a bit.
meantime, Sand King goes down to the blink stun combo of the Sven.
Okay, so Sven didn't even use ult actually, just the Empower. So another pickup on this Sand King. He just hasn't been able to get any other items. He's going for an A on this because he feels like he needs it, but it's a bit late. In the meantime, Wraith King, what is he getting? Hasn't really progressed since he got the Halberd. So a lot of evasion coming out from the Gaia.
Has a blink now.
Yeah, has a blink, that's true. Going for an AC, so if they do manage to get a pick off on the Warlock in the fight, maybe the fight goes well for them, but I mean, it's just going to be really difficult. The Sven and this Nyx have just really farmed. Alright.
So we're going to have a big team fight coming up soon.
I mean, they got
Stu and Jimmy positioning in the back.
Link? Oh, infesting Sven. Sven might jump in. Does he look like he's jumping in, running around? No. Not jumping in.
No, looks like they want to back. Sven actually queues up an AC, and they already have an AC, so this has the potential to be extremely bad for the Radiant if they do not realize.
It's a bit of an interesting choice, I guess.
Two ACs, yeah.
I know you don't like it, but I would get a tag. Just something that's not AC.
Yeah,
Axe on the Sven.
Sorry.
Ags on the Sven.
I know a lot of people don't like it, but I
Oh no, I think it's a great item.
You charge, you go in, you're invulnerable during that time when you're in. So if you're in a bit of a pickle, you can always. And
I think yeah, even with enough if you have enough farm, Ags on the Sven is still very useful.
they just
RP,
3
3
water.
people.
And Sven
Oh,
with
nice
an
stun!
entry.
Oh, what a combo! Justin's dead though.
Justin is dead. Wow, he is actually just dead.
Oh, Puppy Cat. This is the next level Uber. Just comes in with the flying, get infested, and then just leaves. Casually leaves.
Looks like Warlock's gonna get caught out. Jimmy can get caught out if he's not careful as well. NG recognizes this, decides to bail. Actually gonna
They can kill. They can kill him. They can kill him.
This butterfly makes him really tank, but oh my god, he just dies. Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
double stun, but none of it goes through Rage. And now Upper's getting chased down. Wraith King just
He's
chilling in the
stuck in the
trees,
trees.
hiding in the trees.
He's stuck, he can't move. Oh,
Hiding
he
in the
has, he has
trees.
a calling blade, he has to spot it.
Oh,
Razor
oh,
buyback.
that's probably a big mistake. And now they're
Razor
stunning.
did buy back this fight, so
Ooh, lead's just gonna get bigger and bigger. So the difference between this game and last game is that last game you were fully dependent on Sven doing most of the physical damage, but this game, Nax is really getting online. Nax is 17,000 gold. I can't even calculate the GPM, so I'm just gonna look at it. 514. So they're doing very well. Doing very well. This set, I think that Wraith King blink might have doomed that fight. Ooh. Got a Maelstrom as well. I'm not a fan of Maelstrom if you don't go attack speed, and I guess he's going at AC, but he has his AC in his backpack in favor of gloves. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I can understand why he's changing to Maelstrom, and I think the Maelstrom is okay. It procs each time he gets damaged, and that can be a lot more damage than the AC as well, because I think
Mjolnir.
Yeah, the Mjolnir, sorry. The Mjolnir, because they're probably lacking damage, I suspect. Razor as a mid is not a damage mid, it's like what the team type controlling mid, so they're really reliant on Sand King and Wraith King. But Sand King, it will just be mitigated because, you know, Nax just rages, and they all have BKBs.
Can they proc on every instance of Fatal Bonds tick?
Oh, I'm not sure. I know it procs on Radiance procs, so that makes it really, really insane. But I don't think they have Radiance on Radiant, which is ironic, right? And now they're going high ground. They're still chilling in the jungle. Jason, rage out. Good stun. Have they got their Aegis? I can't really tell. But
They have, but they just used it in a previous fight and watched this back up.
Looking at the timing, just come back up. Just literally right now while we're looking at the pit. So I would like to see them, you know, aiming for Roshan, and then with the Roshan, they can easily high ground just by doing, or they can just do it now, just rage Nax, and I think that's what they're doing. So he goes up, rage a few times.
doesn't rage that. Oh my god, he's gonna get bursted here. AA ult and
this.
stun. Big mistake. Doesn't rage after, doesn't infest after, so a bit unfortunate. Not using his spells.
Because I would say,
Yeah, Warlock goes down as well. And actually, if they realize they could just go into Roche Pit, you did say that it just spawned, right? Sven TP's bot. This could be a disaster for the Radiant. Well, if the Dire realize, I mean, that's a free Roche they should not be getting. So
Unfortunately, they don't have that much rush damage. Otherwise, it'd be a good plan.
Yeah.
I think it looks like they're angling to get on this Winter Wyvern.
oh, this is chain
Good force
feeding.
now.
Not sure about this. Ice Frost himself. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Oh, the
Alright.
aim last
they get AA. I mean, they get the Wyvern ult. So they got something from that. Are they gonna? They realize Roche is up. There's a skeleton in there. So are they gonna go for it though? There's no next for 40 seconds. So maybe this is go time.
But you have double RP with Spell Prism. It's going to be interesting.
True.
Just
And
need
Sven
2
is
heroes on the Radiant team.
They're trying to push out the side lanes, which I think is a good idea at this stage. If they can get the 2 towers, they might actually, you know, an even trade. All they need to do is wait 5 minutes, and I think late game Radiant's much stronger. Like they have 2 strong carries, they have big AoEs. I think well drafted draft. They will take advantage of that. Oh, he just getting caught out. Magnus just got stunned. Hex
Yeah,
stunned.
but there's
Sand
no
King's
heroes.
come in,
Yeah,
some
they're
more
all
stuns, but he's going to force himself out. I think. Oh, that's super close. Oh, that was so close. Oh no, but he's now caught up. Now, no. Oh, okay. Sven just soloing the thing by himself. I think that's. Oh, yeah, okay.
Speaking of things, he's gonna get out. Wow.
Looking at top, Jay. Looking at top.
That's a good play.
Okay, we're not looking at top.
That was a good play. Sven managed to get the tower and bait them all back.
And nearly got the racks as well. I actually wonder, do you think if Sven died over there for the racks, do you think it would have been worth it? Because I think he would have
No.
got the racks. And I actually think it might be, strategically. But obviously, you know, you're getting a Sven dead.
I think the map control that you will lose is not worth it at this stage of the game.
Yep, I agree.
I think
feel
if they win one team fight, they can just get megas or finish the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do you
But-
reckon about Sven's item choice? I wanted to talk about that.
Oh,
Very
Lotus,
interesting.
interesting.
I
Yeah.
think it's he doesn't trust his teammates to get it or put it properly, so he decides to get it on his own.
No,
That's
I'm
true.
almost certain this is a Kenny decision. Kenny's like, oh, I'm dying because of this. Just get Lotus. And
Yeah. That's also true. I mean, this is a big brain purchase because he knows the supports are not going to have the money. Wyvern's actually getting one, but Stu is actually opting for a refresher rod, and I kind of like this. Just get like more team fight and win that big fight, and then from that you can win the game. So,
And he was probably banking on the third rush for the axe too.
That's a good point. Who took the axe? Was there an axe?
Could have been a
that
refresher.
was the second rush. So
second
there's a
rush.
cheese.
Okay.
There
Oh, was
must
that
be
the
an
second
axe.
one?
It's on Wraith King. Wraith King got the reincarnation talent. So
Not that useful. There's no mana burn this game to the viewers.
I mean, would you rather? I mean, everyone else seems to have a shard already except for the lion. So the options were the lion or the Wraith King. Do you think it would have been better on the lion?
Yeah,
Definitely on the line.
Okay.
Because Lion becomes immune, magic immune, and just once Radiant's BKBs are off, like the mana drain slow on 3 heroes is actually pretty significant, I think.
Still no MKBs getting picked up. So if this Razor does eventually get some kind of tank item, he's going for a Satanic. I like that. He's gonna have it for this next fight actually. So yeah, okay. So this next fight has the potential to go really like this next fight for the Dire has the potential to be quite good if they manage to get a good engage. As long as they don't get like RP'd. As long as there's not a mega RP, I think they have the potential to win this fight.
Must say though, the ceiling of the room for arrows on Radiant is a lot more in the sense that they have so many good counter initiation spells. There's Mag RP, there's a Stewart, Warlock ult just raining down. There's a Puppy Cat as well. I think once you have good drafts, like it doesn't win you the game, but even if your skill is a bit uneven, it just makes the game so much easier to play. Something goes wrong, throw down the rock. Something else goes wrong after that, refresh and then throw down the next rock.
Yeah.
It just makes your live game so much easier to play if you just have a good draft.
Yeah. It's just a lot easier to execute. So, yeah. That's a good point, actually. I mean, for the Dire, like, look at their team fight. It's like a lot of things have to go right. You have to get a good link. You have to get a good stun on the Burrow Strike. You need to get a Hex on the right person. Otherwise, they're just going to kill everyone. So, yeah, it's a good point saying that the Radiant draft is a lot easier to execute. Actually, there is a fight between...
Infesting the Warlock. Warlock, does he have ult? I can't really tell. Yes, he does.
He does.
So if he really wants, he can rain down the rock. He probably doesn't because of the 2 Aegis and Reincarnation, so they're just running back. Or maybe they know that because, now the rest of the team is coming in with smoke. Razor's used his ult already.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. The Dire team were not on the right page. You saw the 2 cores were like they were dying to go in. They were running in. Razor had the link, but the other teammates they were still at that base actually. So yeah, they're just not on the same page. The coordination is not there. So a bit unfortunate. I mean, if they managed to get a catch on that Warlock, that was a dead Warlock, but there was no stun from the Lion or the
Looking top,
Snake King.
Razor. Oh, not Razor.
A good blink from the Lion. Yeah.
Speaking of Lotuses, we have
We have
one
another
more
Lotus.
on the Magnus, and one more coming up soon, hopefully on
Maybe-
the Winter Wyvern.
Maybe they saw the Nyx just feeding top, and they're like, oh. You need to get a Lotus for this guy, or he's just gonna die more. And that
If
is
you're
true,
not gonna-
though. Like, you don't want to wait. You don't want to use your rage too early. But if you use it too late, you're just gonna get blown up. Because the Dire team does have good single target stun disables.
Yeah, looking at their heroes, it's a great Lotus game. So, yeah. Is it gonna be a skewer? No.
Oh, what? Whoa!
I didn't know that was a thing. So when
Yeah.
you got stunned, it got cancelled.
That was a interesting play. I mean, that was I guess in a way there wasn't that many heroes there, so it was a low risk, high reward play. They get the Sand King, that makes it pushing a lot easier. But I think at this stage of the game, strategically, I feel like the better thing is just to farm the map, and then when the Aegis run out, it's go time. You instantly go, because I think Dire is still a bit. Oh, again. Oh, okay, doing the same play twice.
Aegis is out.
Ray,
Was it?
as
Did
you
it just
say that,
finish?
yeah, Ray. Aegis is done, so Oh, this is a really risky play from Razor. He has no BKB, so if they do decide to TP for him, he's just dead.
Let's see what they're going to do. Yep. Someone's TPing.
It's gonna be a double RP on the Razor.
RP1.
Oh, that's good strategically. That's right. Quite good. Does he have BKB? I can't really tell.
He has no BKB.
No BKB! Oh, someone's got
Top
cancelled.
top lane, they're going in, they're going in. They get Sven and Wyvern, what happened?
Oh, Razor's just
Razor's
going
actually
ham by himself.
turning,
Stewart
he's
is
gonna
there.
kill these two
Does
dudes.
his
Not
rock
even
want to come
dead.
down? Oh, okay. Now it's going to be a 3-on-2 on top. This is an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster.
Razor is actually just killing him. He could get skewer into Fountain if he's not careful, so you've got to be very careful.
This is an absolute disaster. Why did they just TP in? Oh, there's a ward at top as well, so they're giving vision. I don't know if that was the reason, but this is a complete turnaround. This game was so in Radiant's hand, and now I think that was a very, very unfortunate TP, perhaps, because Sven was coming back, and then Sven's TP got cancelled, and I didn't see why. And now they're just battling down mid.
Oh my god.
Life's
They
just
actually
flying back.
managed to lose this game.
Oh.
Alright, alright.
Well, Appa's gonna die at this stage, probably. Oh, that is a nice ult. That's a nice ult. Are they trying to bring someone in? Fine. Oh, that's a nice.
He's
That's oh my.
Cheese, he's got a lot of evasion, so he's not just dead
He
just
might
yet.
die. He might. Oh no, he's going to panic. Oh, wait, what? Okay, anyway. Oh, the miss. The miss.
Okay. Skewer in 2 seconds. 2 seconds for skewer. He's gonna get skewered into Fountain if he's not careful.
The Razor has to be careful.
Sven does not want a buyback. He is holding on to this buyback for like his life.
Red King, are they going to protect the Red King? Are they going to come in? Oh, okay. What was
Wow.
that 13k gold lead has now just evaporated.
Man, what a crazy game. Yeah.
Oh. You say
Suddenly-
crazy, I say bad decision making.
I think not enough Lotuses. They need to wait for Jimmy's. Oh no, he's getting a ghost instead.
Oh my god.
I mean, that situation, like, it wasn't even like the team fight or whatever. It was just like, you know, the Razor baited the TP spot, and then everyone like at top just died because, yeah, they weren't
got cancelled.
prepared. Yeah, that was nuts.
I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Kenny didn't skew back after refreshing.
No, I think he did. He did. He used his combo, and then he couldn't get him straight to the fountain. It was just outside fountain, and then this Razor was just going ham because obviously the Warlock and the I don't know how Warlock TP'd back safe when Sven didn't. So Sven obviously probably like I don't know. Someone from the chat, task chat, Wraith King spy for Radiant probably. Although that was a while ago. So I think that was an absolute disaster. They got the wrong person to TP back. Maybe they should have TP'd the Sven back first before the Warlock. But Warlock came back and didn't want to use Rock or didn't have to hold his.
And now we have an actual game. This is a crazy game. Like, it's like dead even. If not, Radiant Dire favored right now.
Yeah.
Scotty picked up a Razor, so he is actually a beast in these fights. I think even if they manage to RP them with the Sven on top of him, he's gonna be able to live that. So,
But we still have to remember, we still have double RP and Sven's ulti
yes.
with the Empower.
Yes. So not the Sven RP, but I would like to bring your attention to Winter Wyvern's ult. Winter Wyvern's ult controls a hero for 5 seconds. Warlock double ult. If so, the thing that you'd be worried about would be the Razor when he's low HP. It just goes satanic on people. So there's a lot of good controls for that. And I think Radiant still has probably the better lineup, but I think this was essentially a one game for Radiant. But then just leading completely evaporated because of like one or two decisions. But Line's out of position. Line used buyback in the last fight. So now, Sand King got caught out and it's just under the Radiant thing. So there's vision on them. He's gonna, Sven, right clicking. A Blast comes in, hits Nakes, so he can't lifesteal anymore. And he uses ult, there's hitting only the Sand King. Magnus ults. Double ult.
another ult. Sven stunned, he's got no damage though, so this could be bad. I can't retreat. Oh, triple stun from the Sand King, it's a Ravage. He's gonna die as well, it looks like he's really low. Appa's there, he doesn't have finger.
What a play by the Sand King. Whoever
Wow.
initiated in that team fight had the upper hand, giving vision for the rest of the team.
Oh my god, and 3 heroes without buyback on Radiant, bro. This might just be one of those throne games we talk about, like an
Fortunately, the
actual throne game.
T2s and T1s are up in top and mid,
They could
which
just
means
go
they
straight
can
to
only
throne.
go for throne.
Oh, I mean, you still have to be careful. There is a Magnus, right? Skewer into
But
Fountain.
he's used all of his combos, so it's 60 seconds. I feel like they
True.
could. Oh no! And just Jason brought back last fight as well.
Alright, so he's looking for the skew on the right hero. They get the AA. That's a good hero. So no AA this fight. He's gonna die. Gets an AA blast onto all three of them. So they can't fight for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, but
Razor bought a Deso, so they want to end it right now. Oh.
nice play.
Stun from the Sven. There's no skewer because he's got AA blast on him.
And they're just
Man, they're
They don't have glyph. This is over. Very well played by the New Zealand team. Oh, not the skill though.
Oh,
that's nice.
Done.
Oh! But he's just hitting the rats.
Just getting thrown. Okay. GG.
GG.
Wow, what a game.
Oh my God.
What happened?
That was an
Wow.
absolute. That was catastrophe at the top. So they TP. Oh my. The caster BM. The caster BM. Anyway, I think we should have. Should we have post game analysis? I think we should have post game analysis. I think
think we
this
should.
game was complete. I didn't see middle parts of the game, but the end was a complete throw. So, what happened to the viewers who weren't there at the time? Basically, Magnus TP back. Warlock TP'd back. Sven was TPing back and he got cancelled. So Magnus used both his combos, refresher RP, twice. Warlock was there, but he couldn't do any damage. So Sven got picked off because it was a 3 vs 4 at the base. And then the Nakes got TP'd, picked off as well. What they could have done was actually Nakes infest the Magnus, maybe, and then TP back if they were going to do that move. Obviously the coordination wasn't there at that time.
Man, what a game, actually. That was crazy.
God. Anyway, viewers, we'll see you in game 3.
Alright, so